With Halloween's month just around the corner, literally, hello, I thought it was appropriate to bring in the spooky mood by sharing some dark Pokedex entries that I had found. I went digging through the trenches for this one, no common crying Cubons or kidnapping Drifloons in this video. Ghost Pokemon are mysterious to begin with, but did you know that Gengar is out to murder people? According to this dex entry, Gengar apparently wishes for a traveling companion. Since it was once human itself, it tries to create one by taking the lives of other humans, which feels a bit extreme for a big huggable purple blob. I mean, in comparison, its other dex entries are pretty calm, likes to mimic the shadows of people and laugh at their fright, tries to lay curses on people. I take it back. This is the OG Ghost Pokemon with the vendetta of stealing life or life force if Pokemon wants to chill out on the creep factor. These are some pretty dark dex entries for this purple blob. Famously, Cubone dex entries all talk about its dead mother's skull on its head and how much it cries. I know I was gonna avoid this one, but did you know that Mandibuzz preys on this guy? Yup, in good old Sun and Moon, Mandibuzz preys on Cubone, using its crying as a homing beacon. According to Mandibuzz's dex entries, these guys love to eat Cubone. Making matters worse, Mandibuzz's nests are made from the bones of their victims, meaning a sad crying Cubone is brought to a nest full of its friend's skeleton before being eaten. Now that's pretty dark. What's the darkest Pokedex entry you've ever come across? Let me know down in the comments below. Now this next entry you could argue is more savage than dark. According to Ultramoon's dex, Caterpie's body is soft and weak. In nature, its perpetual fate is to be seen by others as food. That line right there is on the same savagely usually reserved for Magikarp entries. Isn't it dark to just think that this Pokemon's fate is to look like a free snack wandering on the forest floor? Talking about strange snacks, Golbat itself is a reincarnation of vampire tropes in a bat. Constantly sucking out blood is its shtick, but apparently sometimes they drink so much blood they can't fly anymore. Then they fall to the ground and become food for other Pokemon. I don't know about you, but that is a very dark and sad fate. Rattata's fate is nearly as dark. Just as rodents in real life have to grind down their ever-growing incisors, so do Rattata. And if they don't, they die. If its incisors get too long, this Pokemon becomes unable to eat and starves to death. This parallel to the real world shows the dark side of nature, and something people usually avoid. And if you want to avoid these painful strategies, click that subscribe button down below, and I'll make sure the next video will be something to lighten your heart. If you ever needed more of a reason not to go to the beach, here is our next Pokemon, Palossand. If you ever see a big sandcastle on the beach in the Pokemon universe, be wary because you may just be pelted with the bones of dead Pokemon. How did it get those bones? Well, this living sand trap captures Pokemon in its sand and sucks them dry of vitality. Every single grain of sand in Palossand has its own will, and they are all working together to kill Pokemon and then use their bones as self-defense. That is terrifying on a very dark level. To end off this collection of dark Pokedex entries is the beautiful spirit Frostlass. Said to be the soul of a woman lost in the wintry mountains, this Pokemon hates men and has a habit of decorating their dens with the frozen corpses of human and Pokemon that likes. Now don't get me wrong, they could be alive. The Pokedex leaves that bit ambiguous, but I somehow doubt that they are. This dark habit of stealing people's lives to liven up its living room makes this dex entry very dark indeed. A terrifying way to end this video and a great way to get in the mood for Halloween. that's it for this video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, but as for me, I may take some time off in October, but Void said she'll take up the slack, so expect some things from her. Anyways, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!